You are the leaders we've been waiting for. Common Cause is taking on the Senate of the United States. The Senate of the United States is broken. Just last week on disclosed legislation, so we would know who's putting the money into politics, it got stopped, not because a majority of the senators didn't want it, but we have this arcane rule called the filibuster, where you need 60 votes. Read the Federalist Papers. Go back and read English common law. Find out where in the Constitution the filibuster is. Filibuster's not in the Constitution. It was invented by Aaron Burr 20 years after the Constitution. It was used mostly to protect slavery and lynching laws, not human rights and civil rights and people's rights. You may be interested to know that Medicare in the 1960s only passed by 55 votes. If Medicare had been brought up today, it would fail because it needs 60 votes. Common Cause has gone into the federal courts because we believe that the filibuster is unconstitutional. We'd back off from our federal lawsuit. Why is it that it's okay if the filibuster is supposed to extend debate? It's now used 140 times in a 2-year period to block debate before any issue can come up. The disclosed legislation 2 years ago passed the House, supported by the President, got 59 votes. And the DREAM Act legislation that was so important to young immigrants, it got 55 votes in the United States Senate, passed the House, was going to be signed by the President, but failed because of the filibuster. We need your help. You ought to go to every one of your House and Senate members and have a conversation. Ask them what their opinion is of Citizens United. Go to their public forums. Go to the challengers. Ask them what they think about the role of money in politics. Ask them if they support public financing of campaigns voluntarily. Ask them whether or not they have a plan for stopping the brokenness of government. If you live in Montana or Colorado, you're going to have on your ballots this year not only to vote for president, but to push back on Citizens United. And do all the things that Barbara said about elections and elections protection. Go to Common Cause's website, go to their websites, find out what you can do. Get energized and make a difference. Whoa. Bobby Kennedy in 1966 went to South Africa. He was horrified by apartheid. He came away, he could have been very cynical. Here's what Bobby Kennedy said. He said, "Let no one be discouraged by the belief that there's nothing that one man or one woman can do against the enormous array of the world's ills, against misery and ignorance, injustice or violence. Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events so that in the total of all those acts will be written the history of our generation." Repeat after me. We are. We are. We are. The leaders. We have been waiting for.